Aloha, everyone. This is Kim Ann Curtin with SteadyTrade EQ. This is a series around emotional intelligence and how you can increase yours so you can become a better trader. Today, we're going to talk about FOMO, fear of missing out, and we're also going to talk about being more comfortable with loss. Now, that may sound crazy to you. Why, Kim, are you going to talk to me about loss? I want to learn how to not lose. And what I want to say to you is that counterintuitively, the way you get to win, the way towards winning more often is actually very counterintuitively by you becoming more comfortable with loss. So we're going to start with fear of missing out. Where does fear of missing out come from? Well, it comes from a place of you comparing. So I want you to write this down and remember this because it's a really important phrase. Compare equals despair. When you compare yourself to other traders, to other people, you're never going to be coming away from it feeling better about yourself. Comparing is a really dangerous track to go on because you don't have all the information. It's really easy to compare ourselves to people who work out all the time or to people who are winning. We think, oh, look at that guy, he's always winning. Well, maybe he isn't. Look, there's plenty of people who brag, who don't show kind of the behind the scenes. And even those who do show the behind the scenes, they don't necessarily tell you what the inside of their brain is going through during the ups and downs that they're potentially in the midst of. At the end of the day, it's a fool's errand to compare yourself to other people because rarely is that other person going to have the same circumstances or variables that you're dealing with. You might have a second job. You may have a spouse or other people around you that are not at all supportive. You may find that you have health issues that are, weighing you down, or caring for parents or children that take up a big part of your time. All of the variables that make up who you are, make up what it is that you are in this for, are going to be very unique to you. So it's really doing yourself an injustice by comparing yourself to people that you think, oh, well, they're just like me. I should be doing as well as them. It's just going to be like a hole in your gas tank, constantly sapping you of energy to go the distance. So I'm not a big fan of compare, as you guys can tell, but I also do feel it informs FOMO, because if you constantly are comparing yourself to somebody whose circumstances are different than yours, you're going to be like, well, they got to have it. Why don't I get to have it? Well, because there, again, are variables that you may not know about. And what you want, it also distracts you actually from being able to do the work on yourself, because you're out there looking outside of themselves without proper vision around everything that's going on for them, when all that precious time could be spent on you becoming much more self-aware about how you tick, about how you handle failure. So let's talk about loss and how to handle loss. The comfort of being with loss has to do with you being able to imagine the worst case scenario. And that is something too that feels like completely against everything that you do as a trader is counter to what we do as people. Because of our lizard brain, as soon as we start to feel discomfort, our lizard brain sends out kind of a red alert, danger, danger, stop what you're doing. And part of what you need to develop to become a successful trader, to become a neutral and nimble trader, is you're going to have to be able to slowly take that red alert that you are biologically programmed to have and dial it back and start to have the more modern part of your brain begin to run the show. And that is going to take time and effort and energy. And it's a muscle too. It's like a rewiring of your brain. So if you notice that you, as anybody, has more comfort with winning, what I want you to do is start to pay attention when losses occur and see if you can find yourself outside of the emotional experience you're having and turn the dial down. Not by a large amount, but just 1 degree. Oh, look at that. I'm reacting. I am having a complete reaction to this loss. I want you to use this phrase. Isn't it fascinating? That is the beginning of your journey to become more aware of how you react. And what we're going to move you towards is how to respond instead of react. more in the next episode. And this is Kim Ann Curtin with SteadyTrade EQ. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next episode. Thanks for joining.